Gotta be you, it's Chaos, and we're getting it, playing some NBA 2K18 here on the PS3. Is that you? Our fifth game of the season, got the Atlanta Hawks and Dominique Wilkins coming to Chicago, the United Center, facing off against the Chicago Bulls, our first season, our franchise dynasty. Don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 2KAHOS and KAHOS718 at the, what? On the gram. Human highlight film and company.
Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls. And now time for the call by Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the opening tip in Chicago.
Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman are all hurt.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Hudson, Kevin Willis out there with Dominique Wilkins, and it's Rivers, and it's Mutombo, and at the center position. And for Chicago, we've got Robin Lopez. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Bulls play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. Starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at Michael Jordan.
And something else everybody loves about him is his ability to do the sensational and spectacular. His dunks simply defied description at times.
Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on him that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big timely shots.
And he gets it to go.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Here's Rivers, following the three-point basket by Chicago. We played just over a minute here in the first. Feeds to Wilkins, pass to Willis. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. That one goes. Count it.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said, if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make second, third, and fourth efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
And the
Hey,
foul.
Doris, appreciate the report and coaches playing here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo. And I think that is a good game plan.
That's the only plan, really, Greg. And Kevin, I mean, they cannot allow that offense to run wild. This game has to be played on their terms.
Free throw good, Levine. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Up top, Rivers. Pass to Hudson. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pippen kicks to Jordan. Vucevic setting the pick for Jordan. He feeds it to Levine. Back to Jordan. He dishes it to Rodman. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. Wilkins backing him down. Throws it up high. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, caught angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Atlanta.
No, he hasn't.
Rodman brings the double team. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Mutombo. Sinks that one from the post. Mutombo's got his second bucket. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to the Heat in Miami.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game.
And the foul.
You know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
That's like so a realistic Michael Jordan and one.
Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. The Bulls have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Jordan against Hudson. Rivers kicks to Capella.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
All the way, Pippen.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing
You're not gonna be
downhill. You know,
constantly
coaches say
dunking
that
on
all
me
the
like
time.
that,
You
man.
play
Not in my
downhill.
house.
Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And the whistle blows on the
Yeah, I'll
backcourt
take that.
violation. He
Thank
went
you.
over and back.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. 3rd in rebound, 6th in free throw percentage. And they were in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. Not bad, but certainly they'd like to be better.
Yeah, and going back to their rebounding, very few teams could outmuscle them inside. The size and toughness to scrap for every carom off the backboard.
Some changes for Chicago. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Jonas Valanciunas in for Scottie Pippen. Here's Jordan, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Over Ogman. Here's Kukoc, and finally they hit one.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like you got there.
Let's go.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Fifth, Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, he had
DeMar
a terrific
DeRozan.
year last year.
They're
Consistent.
talking about
Ended up
Robin
being one of the
Lopez
best
as
scorers in the
Zach
league.
Levine, man. Not even close to the
1:35
same
left here in the
person.
first quarter. The drive by Jordan. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Jordan's got 8 points.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Ogman. Buried from 15 feet out.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Jordan, and it's good.
And the foul.
Gets the
Let's
shot.
go.
He'll go to the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Ogman. Now the pass to Williams. Stolen by Levine. All alone.
There's Jordan with the
Jordan
slam.
with the jam.
Jam.
Hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game. Smith checked in for Goran Dragic. Williams inside the line, and he knocks down the jumper. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Bean passes to Jordan, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
The Hawks trail by 8. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout. Unless
What a
something
block.
dramatically changes. And
Nice.
And an
Get out of my
overpowering
house.
first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Bulls lead by 10. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. The
Max
Detroit
out.
Pistons take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Los Angeles can't hang with
Make
us.
sure to catch it.
Halloween. We beat Detroit the first game.
Well,
Blew
not
the brakes
exactly a
off them.
close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
Here's Jordan. They've got Tony Kukoc. Michael Jordan is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's DeRozan in at the three. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The Hawks trail by 14. Into Smith. No one near him. Good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
He kicks it to Bogdanovich. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim.
What?
And still was able to finish.
Tumbo, he's checked in for Atlanta. Rivers comes in for Joe Johnson. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Jordan. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And finished off by DeRozan.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Willis. And out of bounds. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Bulls third.
I just want it.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard. How about Michael Jordan in this one? He has 20 points and 2 steals.
And what's gotten into him? I mean, he is going crazy out there.
Man, I tell you, partner, it is so much fun to see a player playing with that kind of freedom and just taking over like this, guys. Really impressive.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Vucevic comes in for Tony Kukoc. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Jonas Valanciunas. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Longley's checked in for Vucevic. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Robin Lopez. It's stolen by DeRozan. And Smith with the block. They get it back. That's good.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Longley, he's covered by Willis.
Thank
The
you.
basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And the foul on Jonas
straight
Valanciunas.
Beast.
That's his first foul. Rivers passes to Willis. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Bogdanovich dishes to Rivers. Smith outside. Pass to Willis. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Good on the shot. The Bulls leading by 14. Kerr the pass to Kukoc. Again, load along. And that one is hammered home.
Slam it
He
in.
always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Jonas Valanciunas is
Foul.
apparently
Give
DeMar
him 3
DeRozan.
before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Wilkins comes in for Smith, and Hudson subbed in for Bogdanovich. Willis.
Huge block.
The kick out to Wilkins. There's the feed to Rivers. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And a foul on the shot.
That's
He'll
a
go to the
block.
strike for 2. The Hawks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Longley. Elijah Millsap comes in for Tony Kukoc. Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Robin Lopez is subbed in for Steve Kerr.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And Atlanta has possession, trailing by 17. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And Willis gets it to go.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
Screen by Jones. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Got a piece of it. And here's the break. Here's Rivers. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Johnson goes in. The dish to Hudson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Hudson's got 11 points.
What a drive there. It didn't bother him at all to have a much taller defender hanging all over.
Pippen with the bucket.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Jordan. That's good. Jordan's got 30 points.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Johnson draws the double. Hudson. The Hawks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And the first one drops.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Johnson kicks to Willis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Johnson. The shot is off.
Damn.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls out front, up by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. To start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Dominique Wilkins out there with Kevin Willis. Then there's Hudson. And it's Mutombo. And it's Rivers in at the point. Michael Jordan on the wing. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Jordan's got 34.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Wasted no time on that one.
And he is a persistent defender too, Steve. I mean, even if he gets caught behind on the break, he'll bust his behind to get back into the play and maybe come up with a block at the last second.
It's Pippen on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
What up, Casey? How you doing, fella?
Offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants
Is that you, baby?
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Dishes it to Hudson. All sorts of time. Count that one. Hudson's got 18 points.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Shot's good. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Rivers kicks to Wilkins. Feeds it to Hudson. Three-pointer. Another three for Atlanta.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The drive by Jordan. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And with a moment,
Is that you, fella?
for Vucevic, coming off a terrific season. 8th in rebounding. And he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And he was a top 10 rebounder for good reason. I mean, he's incredibly intense, and he goes hard for the full 48 minutes.
Johnson against Rodman. Johnson dishes to Wilkins. Pippen with the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one.
Hell no, that's a
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the post.
Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Willis is checked in for Mutombo. Hudson comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And DeAndre Jordan subbed in for Doc Rivers. Rodman passes to Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Jordan. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws.
Ethan Hawke. What the fuck is good, Ethan Hawke? Is that you, fella?
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe
How
in
you
that
doing,
last
bro?
game.
And
What's
one
goody?
look at the box score will confirm that.
And so Jordan nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 15. Knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. That's good. Jordan's got 41.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Hudson kicks to Johnson. And it's out of bounds.
Give me
for the
that.
Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking
I'll
like.
take that.
Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Vucevic. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Ogman. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. He's got 8.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Puts it up, and it's blocked by Jordan. Poked away. Williams with the steal. For the finish.
Oh, another block.
Outside Jordan. Outside Rodman. Levine. Pippen kicks to Levine. Nailed.
Yeah,
from
he's
three-point land.
open for 3.
Levine's got 15 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
A nice shot by Hudson.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of force.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. Such a wide open look. 10 points for him.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Down low. Off the pick. There's the bucket. Good. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Hudson. And again, it's Atlanta.
And he's clearly led
Yo,
the way
what's up,
offensively.
guys? How you doing tonight, man?
They ride him and get back into it.
Here's Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 43 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Hudson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Passes it to Levine. Back to Jordan. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Rodman. Outside for Pippen. Outside Jordan. Kukoc, a screen on Johnson. Stolen by Rivers. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 13. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. The Oklahoma City Thunder go up against the Milwaukee Bucks live next Tuesday night.
That's rookie MJ.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter.
So when I play more seasons with him, he won't retire.
The Hawks trail by 13. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Kukoc.
Who are you throwing that to?
So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And here's what's upcoming now for the Hawks. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Jordan needs to go on the bench. Yo, what up, Frank Thomas and Sosa? Welcome in, fellas. Is that you? What's up, baby?
Is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the
Are
game.
y'all living like a goat?
Sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The GOAT needs to sit on the bench. He's got 40.
Chicago making a switch here. DeRozan's checked
He had
in.
56 last game and 62 the first game that he
Well,
played.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
It's deflected. Stolen by Rivers. Smith drives in.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Are y'all living like a goat?
Rivers kicks to Willis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul.
Well, it's old school players that I added to every single roster. This is like the 76ers season
Now that was nice. Real
to make it more interesting.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
And the Hawks making a change here. Hudson's checked in. It's tipped.
What?
Now here's Rivers. The pass to Willis. In low to Mutombo. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this
And the
slow,
foul, Tony.
moments like that are the ones we usually
Let's
look
go,
back
baby.
on at the end as a difference maker.
Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Chicago. That's good from Kukoc. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Here's a dunk from the GOAT. Y'all living like a GOAT. You just need to sit on the bench for a couple minutes and take a breather.
Leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal.
A great sixth man for the Bulls. Fuck yeah, and for Argentina, right? He was on Team Argentina.
And don't let them set up the defense.
The Hawks trail by 11.
Excellent power
Hudson
forward.
dishes to Rivers. And the basket by
Come on.
Mutombo.
Fucking
The deeper
goddamn.
we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Pass to Willis. Right through the D for the layup.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
From deep, Jordan. Wilkins gets the rebound.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
God damn
For
it.
Atlanta.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
They needed a run desperately.
Fucking
and
tired,
boy,
guys.
did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down
Nice
baskets
block.
consecutively because it leads to the confidence
Come
growing
on,
and growing.
Jesus
Guys, we
fuck.
call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
He passes it to Kerr. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
The Hawks trail by 3. With the shot in Atlanta again with the bucket.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Pass it to Bushel. Back to Jordan. Kerr. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Hudson. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. He feeds it to Johnson. Rivers. He dishes it to Hudson to take the lead. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Vucevic setting the pick for Jordan. Kerr. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Go Steve
Got
Kerr.
6 here in this quarter.
Definitely doing his part because he's made his share of clutch buckets here in the fourth.
And the Hawks making a change here. Mutombo passes to Wilkins. Soft touch off the glass.
Fucking Dominique.
And the Hawks lead by 1.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
He kicks it to Levine. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 9 assists now tonight. Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. Kicks to Hudson. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
The feed to Levine. Dish now to Pippen. Pass to Levine. Plenty of space. That one a tad off wide to the right, but drops in for him. Levine's got 11 points here in just the second half. Atlanta's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Rivers kicks to Wilkins. Dishes to Hudson. Lets it go. Good.
Much in the clutch. He's 5 for 5 from the field here in the fourth.
And I like the fact that they continue to go to him. That's what we call smart basketball.
Levine knocks down the 3.
They don't get any bigger than that basketball.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
All alone. It falls. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. A big bucket there to quiet this crowd, Clark.
You know, that's exactly what you got to do. Take them out of the equation. Make those fans be quiet.
And they need something to cheer about again and soon.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 29 seconds left in the fourth. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Guys, this game's tied up primarily because of him. I mean, who knows where they be without his points today.
Chicago calls timeout. The Bulls making a switch here. And Chicago has possession. Feeds it to Levine for the win. Oh, he got it!
Yes!
Knock it down right at the horn.
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
And Greg, he knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as he got off his fingertip.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You're just wondering.
Zach LaVine hits the game-winning shot
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it
as
for now.
time expires.
This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
That was a really good second
We
half.
present the Jordan
First
player
half,
of the game,
kind of shit
Michael
on him.
Jordan.
Third quarter, I shit on myself because I gave up a lead. In the fourth quarter, I shit on myself and I redeemed myself. So it was actually pretty even. Jordan was really out of energy. He was slow. Couldn't do nothing. LaVine. I don't need a 3 for the win. I just need a bucket for the win. I was back and forth that last couple minutes down the stretch. got Oklahoma, which are really the Supersonics. Miami, Orlando, the Pelicans, the Raptors, Pacers, Spurs again, Thunder again, Hornets, Suns, Lakers, Warriors, Heat again, Phoenix again, and then the Knicks. GG. Thank you guys for hanging out.